Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we're here with Paul Luckert. Paul Luckert is a baseball player and he lives in Jackson, Wisconsin. He's 11 years old and he plays in Little League. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Paul.
Well, I love trains, planes, doing lots of hobbies like coin collecting, of course, sports like baseball and basketball specifically. I like doing lots of things outside, including fishing, doing fun activities, going to the park with my friends, and yeah.
Good. Well, that's a good history. Now, I know that you visit your grandma and grandpa a lot, and that's good. And they like to watch you play baseball. Now, what's the name of the team that you played for?
I play for the Tigers, and that's in Jackson, Wisconsin, where I live too.
Oh, okay. And how long have you been playing for the Tigers?
Well, this season, I've only played baseball for 2 years now, but I've been playing for the Tigers for this year for, I think it's about 2 months.
Well, okay. Now, what position do you play on the team?
A lot of times, sometimes I play pitcher, and I'm a really good pitcher, and I'm a pretty good batter too, but our team switches it up a lot.
Oh, so you play all sorts of different positions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And where is your baseball field that you play?
It is at the Jackson Town Hall.
Oh, do you play at other baseball fields too?
Yes, I do. We played in Hartford, Slinger. Those were the main 2 places.
Oh, okay, good. I know that there's certain positions that you like better than others. What's your favorite position?
Probably pitcher.
Well, that's wonderful. The reason we're interviewing today, there was a game that you played a week or so ago that we would like to talk to you about.
Okay.
It was a game that you were not a pitcher actually to be in the game, but somehow or another that ended up. Would you like to tell the fans about the game and how it was that you were so far ahead, but then something began to happen? Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so we were having a good game to start off with. In the first inning, I think we didn't score anything. We both had 1, 2, 3 outs, and then for the next couple innings, we started leading, and we kept on getting more hits, and the pitcher was walking a lot too on their team. So we got a little bit lucky, but there was somebody that had a good hit, and I had a hit too where I got to first base. I think that was about in the 3rd or 4th inning. So we were up about 9 by the 5th inning, which was the last inning because we ran out of time. We were up about 9-3.
Yes.
So it would be very hard for them to come back. So then we had a new pitcher, and the pitcher actually got hit by a pitch earlier in the game.
Uh-huh.
So I think it was his other arm, not his pitching arm.
Yes.
But he started throwing a whole bunch of walks, and before he knew it, the bases were loaded, and he kept on bringing them in and in and in.
Oh, so then the score got to be close, huh?
Yeah, we were down by 2, and I asked my coach, could I pitch? And he said, not right now. And then after he threw one more walk, he said to come in, and then I started pitching.
Well, that's what I wanted to hear more about. So let me get this right. Going into the top of that inning, or bottom of that inning, I should say, you were ahead 9-2 or 9-3. Mm-hmm. And then your pitcher, if I understand that, started walking a lot of batters in a row.
Yeah.
And he walked the bases full.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yep.
And then he walked another one and kept walking people until the score got to be 9 for your team and 8 for the other team?
7, and then I asked.
Then you asked. Well, tell us about the asking. How did that how did that go? What did you do?
So I was a little nervous. I was gonna do it for a couple walks before that, but it's getting to the point where I really wanted to get the game over with without them winning. So I asked my coach, and he said not right now. But then after he threw one more walk, like I said, then he called me in, and I didn't pitch that entire day, so I was a little rusty for the first
Batter,
set.
right?
For the
Yeah.
first
And
batter.
so then what happened with that batter?
I believe I had 2 strikes on him, but I walked him.
Okay, so then another run came in, and then what was the score?
Then it was tied.
Tied 9-9, right?
Yep.
And now a new batter is at the plate, and tell us what happened there.
So I think I threw 2 strikes in a row, and then I tried to see if I could give him one that he would swing at, but I didn't. So I threw one more strike, and by then I was all warmed up. So I struck him out, and we got the game tied.
And so that you held them so they didn't score anymore, and you saved the game because it ended up in a tie game. If you had walked that batter, you would have lost the game. Is that correct?
Yes.
Well, that's a wonderful example of a young man coming in as a reliever. That's what relievers do in big baseball. They come in and they save the game. Well, I have to tell you that your mom and dad and grandmas and grandpa and your aunt and everybody is very proud of you. And now we have the full story that we have on film. So someday you can show people and say, you know what? I think one of my best games can tell you I made a video. Is there any other thing you would like to say about the...
I don't think so. No, I got one more game for the season tomorrow, on Tuesday, and our team has gotten better after the more games that we have played. And we used to be losing a lot, but now we're winning most of them.
Well, that's good,
Last
and
couple
I
of
think
games.
that from what I've heard and seen, that one of the reasons is that you have been pitching. So, thank you, Paul Luckert.
You're welcome.
It's good to interview you. We'll maybe do more interviews when you get into the major leagues or something. So, we're going to be fine. You're a good athlete. I know you're a good basketball player. So we're going to have lots of interviews. Thank you, Paul.
Yep.